Good evening. The American city has always been a symbol of progress. But the pace of change we've witnessed in the last decade is unprecedented. Tonight, we journey to 10 American cities that have undergone a profound metamorphosis. This is a story of reinvention, driven by technology and demographics. Change is the only constant. We'll show you, through compelling visuals, just how dramatic this evolution has been. Each city tells a unique story of transformation. The changes are stark, and the visual evidence is undeniable. We uncover the 10 American cities that have changed so dramatically, you truly won't believe your eyes. Austin, Texas, was once defined by its quirky, independent spirit. But over the past decade, technological innovation and explosive growth has altered its DNA. The skyline is now a dense forest of glass and steel. This is the new Austin, often referred to as the Silicon Hills. Companies like Apple, Google, Tesla, and Oracle have invested billions, drawing in a highly skilled workforce. This rapid expansion, however, is a double-edged sword, and the very soul of the city hangs in the balance. The transformation is visible everywhere you look. The city is grappling with a profound identity crisis. For decades, Detroit was the poster child for post-industrial decay. In 2013, the city filed for bankruptcy. But Detroit's resilience sparked a remarkable urban renaissance. Fueled by investment and community efforts, the city began to transform. Derelict buildings became modern spaces, attracting new businesses and residents. The Michigan Central Station, a symbol of collapse, is now a mobility innovation district. Public spaces have been transformed. Detroit is now a powerful story about what is being rebuilt. The Motor City is revving its engine once more as a compelling model for American reinvention. Seattle, nestled in the Pacific Northwest, has undergone a profound transformation. Reshaped by a tidal wave of technology, it's now a global innovation hub. Corporate titans like Amazon and Microsoft drive this change, drawing ambitious professionals. This boom brings energy and opportunity, but also complex realities for longtime residents. The skyline reflects this economic power, straining infrastructure and reshaping neighborhoods. Grappling with a housing crisis, Seattle faces the question of who belongs in this new Emerald City. Phoenix rises from the Sonoran Desert, a testament to human ambition. It has defied its environment to become one of the fastest-growing urban areas in the United States. But how long can a city thrive in one of the hottest and driest places on Earth? Urban sprawl defines the modern Phoenix area. Every new home places another demand on the region's most precious resource, water. The future of Phoenix depends on its ability to win this battle against its own climate. It has become a living laboratory for urban survival in an era of climate change. The lessons learned here may well hold the key for us all. Across the East River lies Brooklyn, once seen as the grittier alternative to Manhattan. Over 2 decades, gentrification has transformed these communities, creating stark contrasts. Derelict warehouses have become luxury condos, changing the landscape and raising property values. But this rebirth has displaced longtime residents, shifting the borough's demographic makeup. The character of Brooklyn is at the heart of this debate, raising questions about who benefits from urban renewal. Denver, Colorado, the mile-high city. For generations, it was a gateway to the American West. But look at Denver today, and you see a city undergoing a transformation. The change is palpable, etched into the very skyline. It's the result of economic diversification and strategic urban planning. Young professionals and established companies alike have flocked here. A network of light rail connects the city center to the suburbs, and even the international airport. At the heart of this new Denver is a deep connection to the outdoors, a promise that continues to fuel its incredible ongoing ascent. Miami. The name conjures images of sun-drenched beaches and vibrant nightlife. But beneath the glamorous surface, a new Miami is taking shape. The city is grappling with climate change and rising sea levels. The skyline has undergone a breathtaking metamorphosis, reflecting its growing status as a major international business center. Miami is on the front lines of the climate crisis. We're seeing a massive citywide effort to adapt. It's a booming metropolis and a laboratory for climate adaptation. How Miami navigates this challenge will serve as a crucial lesson for coastal cities all around the world. For the better part of a century, Pittsburgh's identity was forged in fire and steel. The smokestacks of its mighty mills dominated the skyline, casting a gray pall over the city, but also fueling the industrial engine of a nation. It was the Steel City, a place of hard work, grit, and industry. When that industry collapsed in the late 20th century, Pittsburgh became a symbol of the Rust Belt's decline, a city seemingly left behind, its population dwindling and its future uncertain. Many wrote it off. But to visit Pittsburgh today is to witness one of the most remarkable urban comebacks in American history, a story of reinvention and resilience. The engine of this new Pittsburgh is not the blast furnace, but the laboratory and the lecture hall. The city has meticulously leveraged its world-class universities, like Carnegie Mellon and the University of Pittsburgh, to pivot from an industrial economy to one based on knowledge and innovation. These institutions became magnets for research, talent, and investment, seeding a new ecosystem of technology, robotics, artificial intelligence, and healthcare. The old mills and factories that once lined the city's three rivers are now being repurposed into cutting-edge research facilities and headquarters for tech companies, a powerful symbol of a city that has managed to build its future on the foundations of its past. This economic renaissance has breathed new life into the city's neighborhoods. Areas that were once hollowed out by population loss are now experiencing a vibrant revival. From the historic row houses of Lawrenceville, now filled with independent boutiques and acclaimed restaurants, to the transformation of the Strip District from a wholesale market into a hub for tech and food, the city is buzzing with a newfound energy. This revitalization isn't about erasing the city's history, but about layering a new chapter on top of it. The strong, proud neighborhood identities that have always defined Pittsburgh remain, but they are now infused with a fresh dynamism and a diverse, growing population. Perhaps the most startling transformation for anyone who remembers the old Pittsburgh is its physical environment. The city, once infamous for its industrial smog, is now a leader in green initiatives. Miles of riverfront trails have replaced industrial wastelands, former slag heaps have been converted into sprawling public parks and green spaces, and the city has made a deep commitment to sustainability and environmental quality. The air is cleaner, the rivers are alive with recreation, and the landscape is greener than it has been in over a century. It's the ultimate proof of Pittsburgh's transformation, a city that has not only reforged its economy, but has also reclaimed its natural beauty. San Diego. For generations, the name conjured images of sun-drenched beaches and a sprawling naval base. Beneath that surface, a quiet revolution was reshaping the city's core, a future built on biotechnology and cutting-edge innovation. The downtown skyline has undergone a dramatic metamorphosis. The Embarcadero is now a public promenade. The most profound change in San Diego has occurred in its laboratories and research parks, becoming a global leader in biotech, life sciences, and telecommunications. San Diego is no longer just a pretty face, it's a powerhouse of intellect and invention. Atlanta, Georgia. A city forged in the crucible of the Civil War and reborn as a hub of commerce and transportation for the New South. Its identity has long been tied to relentless growth, a sprawling metropolis defined by its highways and its ambition. But in the 21st century, Atlanta is embarking on one of its most audacious projects yet, a deliberate and ambitious effort to weave nature back into the very fabric of its urban landscape. It's a conscious pivot away from the concrete and asphalt narrative of the past, an attempt to reclaim its historic nickname, the city in a forest, not as a quaint relic, but as a guiding principle for a sustainable and more livable future for its millions of residents. The most visible and transformative example of this green revolution is the Atlanta Beltline. What was once a 22-mile loop of derelict and abandoned railway corridors is being reimagined as a network of multi-use trails, public parks, and eventually, light rail transit. It is more than just an infrastructure project. It is a social and ecological phenomenon, stitching together dozens of disparate neighborhoods that were once divided by these industrial scars. The Beltline has become Atlanta's public square, a vibrant artery where people from all walks of life can walk, bike, and connect with their city and each other in a way that was previously unimaginable in this car-centric metropolis. This commitment to green space extends far beyond the Beltline. The city has seen the creation of massive new parks, like Westside Park, which transformed a former rock quarry into a breathtaking reservoir and public amenity, now Atlanta's largest park. This project serves a dual purpose, providing much-needed recreational space while also creating a critical emergency water supply for the city. It's a brilliant example of how green infrastructure can solve complex urban challenges, enhancing quality of life while simultaneously building resilience. It represents a new way of thinking, where parks are not just luxuries, but essential components of a functioning, healthy city. Atlanta's green initiatives are also taking root at a more granular level, with a focus on sustainability and ecological restoration throughout the metropolitan area. Urban farming initiatives are sprouting in formerly vacant lots, tree planting programs are working to expand the city's vital canopy, and green building standards are becoming the norm for new construction. This is a city that understands that its future prosperity is inextricably linked to its environmental health. Atlanta is proving that a major American city can continue to grow and thrive, not by conquering nature, but by embracing it, creating a model for urban development where the concrete jungle and the forest can coexist and flourish together. From the tech-fueled canyons of Austin to the green corridors of Atlanta, the last decade has been a period of profound and often startling transformation for the American city. The stories we've seen are not just about new buildings or population statistics, they are about reinvention, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of a better future. Detroit, rising from the ashes of industrial decline, has shown us the power of community and creativity in forging a new identity. Pittsburgh has traded its steel-forged past for a future built on knowledge and innovation, proving that reinvention is always possible. These are not isolated events, but chapters in a larger narrative of urban evolution happening across the nation. We've witnessed how technology has been a powerful and sometimes disruptive catalyst for change. In Seattle and San Diego, the boom in tech and biotech has redrawn skylines and reshaped economies, bringing both unprecedented prosperity and complex challenges related to affordability and identity. In Denver and Austin, explosive growth has forced a reckoning with how to build cities that are sustainable, equitable, and capable of handling a massive influx of new residents. These cities are living laboratories, experimenting with new models of transit, housing, and urban planning in real time, offering lessons for metropolitan areas around the world. Simultaneously, we've seen a powerful countercurrent, a renewed focus on quality of life, green space, and human connection. Miami is engineering a future in the face of climate change, while Atlanta is weaving a network of parks and trails through its urban core. Brooklyn's evolution highlights the ongoing, often contentious conversation about gentrification and the preservation of neighborhood character. In Phoenix, the challenge of building a sustainable oasis in the desert pushes the boundaries of innovation. These cities are grappling with the fundamental question of what it means to be a livable city in the 21st century. The American city is not a static entity. It is a living, breathing organism, constantly adapting and changing. The transformations of the past decade have been dramatic, reshaping not just the physical landscapes, but the very soul of these communities. They have redefined themselves, challenged old assumptions, and embarked on new, uncertain paths. The one constant is change itself, and as we look forward, the evolution of these urban centers will continue to tell the story of America itself. A story of ambition, struggle, and the enduring power of place. The question is not if they will change again, but how.